it's hard to even put into words. What was going through your heart and mind when Devonte went up for that shot?
When I saw the ball, when I saw it released from Devonte's hands, I just said, Lord, please. And he delivered. But no, it was a crazy ending to an up and down game. Both teams just fought, battled, and I'm glad that we're on the winning side of it. Great way to end in a road trip.
It was a crazy shot. It might be the most amazing one I've ever seen in person. Do you mind sharing your message to the team afterwards, what you said to them?
I just told them that, I'm proud of them. The first half was a little sluggish for us. I got on them at halftime about, executing, taking care of the ball. We had, 6 or 7 turnovers in the first quarter, and we did a better job in the second half. But just proud of our guys. Like, we've been fighting through adversity all season, and this group is having a fun time hanging with each other in practice. The spirit of this team is upbeat, and I'm proud of the way that they continue to fight. That's pretty much what I told them in the locker room.
And how big, you've been around for a long time, how big are these type of wins for a team that's going through the season you guys are going through, to have a game come down to the very last shot?
Every win for us is a confidence booster and an opportunity for us to continue to build momentum. So coming into Oklahoma, they play hard. They're well coached. They execute. They play fast, and they're a tough matchup for us. But I thought our guys just hung in there. We had a really good second half. Brandon was unbelievable. Jonas got it going. Devonte, all of our guys contributed, and just big-time effort and big-time win on our part tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Obviously the story from this game is Devonte's shot that would make it lost, is just how big DI was down the stretch, hitting shot after shot. Just what did you kind of see from him during the last 5 minutes of the game?
I just saw him just get into a groove, calling plays out and just dicing guys up. And I think he's just putting the league on notice of how good he really is. And, he works at it. Every day he works at it. He works with his teammates. And we can see it because his play on the floor has been unbelievable the last, 10 or so games.
And just the play before the Devonte shot, it looked like you guys were obviously trying to foul.
We were.
Couldn't get the shot. What did you kind of see in that play?
I thought Garrett fouled him. We even told the referees, look, we plan on trying to foul them before they shoot a three. And then he tried to foul them. They didn't call anything, and then he had to let him go because he didn't want to give up a 4-point play. But we just got to be better with that type of execution. And, look, I'm just glad we were able to come out with the win.
For B.I., when he switches into that aggressive mode, is that something he's doing on his own now, or is that something you get in his ear and say, we need you now?
No, it's already in him. It's who he is, and we're all rallying around him and encouraging him to do it. And he picks his spots. That's the beauty in it. It's not like he's coming down every time and just trying to shoot the ball. He's getting his teammates involved. If it's open, he takes it. But I love the fact that he's driving to the basket and getting to the free throw line because he's really good at it.
And now that's 2 game winners for Devonte. Is it safe to say anytime in that situation you're going to try to get the ball in his hands?
Yeah. We got to get the ball to Devonte, especially when it's at half court. He's really good at making those shots.
Got some Zoom questions?
Willie, we've seen Devonte just show consistently. He makes high degree of difficulty shots. Just, what do you think about just his general ability as kind of a difficult shot maker?
Well, more importantly tonight, I just thought he was more aggressive, more assertive. And that's what it's going to take for us to have an opportunity to win games. Devonte is a huge part of what we're doing. And we're going to need that type of effort and performance from him. I'm happy and excited about the shot that he hit. Obviously, it helped us win the game, but he was already being aggressive even before then, and we just need him to continue.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, I know you just talked about trying to foul in that situation before the Shea shot. Is there like a time in mind when you try to go for the foul before trying to just play defense? Like what goes into, okay, we're going to foul in this situation, but rather than not?
Yeah, I mean, there is a time that we would like to get to, ideally. If you're up 3 and we can get it down to, under 10 seconds, under 15 seconds, it gives us an opportunity. But we work on these type of execution late game plays. So our guys were ready. We just didn't get the call at the end of the game.
And can you just speak to the headiness, I guess, of Devonte in that moment and some other guys? It seemed like some guys were kind of holding their heads down after they see the Shea shot go in, and it's like, okay, we're gonna go to overtime. But to have the frame of mind to be like, okay, we got a second, we can get something up here.
Yeah, we have a play that they actually executed a play that we put in for situations like that. And the moment the ball went in, Devonte looked at me, and I kind of put up like a touchdown sign, and he knew what that meant. Look, it was a crazy shot. I'm just glad it went in. Our guys executed pretty decent down the stretch, and we have room for improvement. But I'm proud of what we did tonight.
Coach, speaking about Devonte's presence in the team, what he brings to the table for you on and off the floor overall?
He brings a ton for us. His toughness, his ability to make shots. He's a great teammate on and off the floor. Just fun to be around. High character guys. All of our guys are, and we're happy to have Devonte with us.
I think that's it. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you guys.
All right.
I got the ball. Got the ball. My grandma or my mom or somebody gonna be excited for it.
Where does that shot rank for you in your personal achievements?
That's definitely, my best game winner I've had. I mean, everyone is, memorable, but full court, shot like that, got to be ranked #1.
And just to walk me through the range of emotions, go from trying to foul Shea, he hits the crazy shot, and then you hit the crazy shot, to answer it.
I mean, I thought GT had fouled him, and then, I'm just glad they didn't, call like an and-1 or something crazy like that, but when he hit the shot, I'm just like, oh, man, we don't got no timeouts. I was about to take the ball out, and I'm like, nah, I'm going to try to get one up. So then I told Josh to come and take it out, and then I just let it fly. And then I just seen it going, and I'm like, oh, man, I got a chance. And then when it went in, I just ran around like a crazy person.
And Coach said that's something y'all actually work on. It was a play call he actually made. Can you confirm that y'all actually work on?
Yeah, it's called Vegas. So we got a play call for it. You got 3 different options to hit, and thankfully we made the right option.
Yeah, just kind of walk me through just how big this kind of win is for a team. I mean, you kind of had the same kind of thing in Utah where it comes down to the last couple possessions, it goes back and forth, and you come out with the win. How big is that for a team going through some of the struggles y'all going through this year?
Oh, it's big. Every win is big for us. We got a good group of guys. We play hard. We put ourselves in a position to win most games. We still trying to figure things out because we're young. Our mistakes that we be making, sometimes we shoot ourselves in the foot, as Coach say, and some of these games should be going our way, but we're, kind of giving them up and stuff like that, but we continue to fight, and, we got, like I said, we got a good group of guys, and we're going to keep getting better. That's it.
Yeah, and a big reason why y'all were in that position late because a bunch of the shots B.I. hit down the stretch. How big was he during those last couple minutes to keep y'all in the game?
Just a killer, man. He's been doing that for us, been doing that over his career. Obviously, that's why late in games, we're trying to get him the ball every time. So he's going to continue to do that. That's what he does.
Devonte, for you, this is, at least in your Pelicans career, the second game-winning, buzzer-beating shot. Where does that confidence come from to take that? Is that something mentally you work on? Did you have to grow into it?
I actually got a text from one of my buddies. He was like, you've been practicing that shot your whole life. So, you just, in the gym playing around. When I was at Kansas, I just shoot half-court shots every game, every practice, trick shots and stuff like that. But for me, it was just playing around. You never know. You might get in that situation one day just like today, and, it ends up paying out for you.
All right, we can move to Zoom, please.
Devonte, Willie said that he kind of put up like a touchdown sign after Shea's basket, and you guys looked at each other. When you saw that, were you thinking all right, I'm gonna get this and let it fly?
Definitely. Definitely wanted to get one up, seeing how much time was on the clock. And I knew I was gonna have to, just try to hoist one. So.
And you said it was called Vegas, right?
Yeah. It's called Vegas. I don't know. I thought I heard him say Vegas or seen him say Vegas, but maybe he called a different play. I don't know.
It worked.
It worked.
I just want to know who got the ball, who was able to track that down. How did that process go?
That's a great question. I have no idea. One of the guys from the Thunder walked in with the ball, and he's like, "This is my Christmas present for you." So, I guess they figured out which one was the game ball. They got the number on it, so I appreciate them for that.
I'm guessing I'm not the only one that's wondering why the play is called Vegas. I'm not sure if you know that. Is it because it's kind of like your last resort, kind of roll the dice, throw it up from 60 feet?
That might make sense, It's it's like you gamble. It's a gamble, So you're betting on a crazy shot. You're putting all your chips in and hoisting one up. So I guess that's why it's called.
Sorry, you mentioned that, you practice half-court shots in Kansas and stuff like that. It's something that, have you made a couple of those this season? I know I see it's pretty customary among NBA teams, like half-court shots at the end of, shoot-arounds on the road and practices and stuff like that. Have you made some of them this year?
A couple. I don't know if y'all noticed before the game, every game, when the clock's winding down, right before we do national anthem, I shoot a half-court shot every time when it's going down. And, it's just normal. Like, that's what I practice, just getting up a half-court shot at the end of the clock. So, yeah.
How many times have you practiced 65 feet from the wing by the right sideline?
Just that one right there.
Hey, great, Devonte, great game. First of all, how big for you is to call a game with that way, and how big boost you get from that win as well?
You take a lot from it. Obviously, the end of the game situation, those last 30 seconds, having a foul, getting to the free throw line, having to get open on offense, because we know they had the foul to put us back at the free throw line. Those in the game executions and stuff like that, I think that was the biggest. Obviously, they got good one-on-one players. They play a lot of iso ball, and staying in front of the ball was huge for us. Late reds, it was a lot of defensive stuff, that we had to really focus on. So I think we take a lot of defensively away from that.
And Devonte, did you call bank on that one or no?
Yeah, I called bank on that one, man. Today the 15th. We got paid today, so take it to the bank.
And I wanted to ask you, what's your cell phone like, when you get back to the locker after hitting a shot like that?
I got 70 DMs. I got 30 text messages. I got 2 phones. I got about 50 text messages. Friends, family, coaches, everybody hit me.
How many times have you watched the shot since it ended? Since you made it?
I watched it 4 times.
Okay.
But it's gonna be another 400 tonight.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
for buzzer-beating Hail Marys, where does that one rank in your book?
Well, for the ones that I've seen, I think that I was a part of, that's definitely number one, for sure.
I'm sure we're going to have lots of questions about that, but let me also ask you about your performance, because it was one of your best of the season. You put this team on your back when they needed it most, especially down the stretch in that fourth quarter. How confident were you feeling about your shot or dishing and finding your teammates when the defense was double?
Well, I think in the fourth quarter I was fueled by mistakes. I had a turnover when I first got in the basketball game, and I knew as the leader on the team that I'm the one that can't have turnovers and be like that in the fourth quarter. So it was important for me to continue to play and bring everyone else along. Josh Hart made some big shots down the stretch, making a three and going to the free throw line and making his free throws. But my teammates just do a good job of finding me in my open spots. And I'm able to be aggressive and attack my defender and see the next defender and make a play.
And just kind of walk me through the range of emotions going from GT trying to foul Shea. He hits the crazy shot, and then Devonte comes back and hits the game winner.
Well, my first emotion was, man, we going to overtime. And I definitely didn't want to go to overtime in Oklahoma. And then when I seen the ball leave his hand, it looked like it had a chance to go in, but I didn't know. I didn't know if it would, and I just kind of blacked out after that one. It was just a hell of a shot.
Yeah, we talked a lot in the past about late game situations, wanting to be that guy for this team. Just what does it do for you to have a game like you did tonight, where you able to hit as many shots as you did?
It of course brings confidence, but it just shows that my work is everything that I'm doing when I'm practicing when I'm all alone and I'm just shooting shots in the gym. It's just coming to fruition, just getting on that block and being everywhere on the floor and getting to my spots. It feels good to see it go in, of course. Make or miss, I felt good about the shots that I took.
How often do you do that all by yourself in the gym?
Gym every day. I mean, that's my job. I go in the gym in the morning, I go in the gym at night. And I just get a rhythm. I feel comfortable in what I'm doing. And I just make sure that I try to win the day each time that I go in there and get better.
You guys had something similar in Utah with Devontae's first game winning of the season, but just, going through a season like this, winning a game like that, walking into the locker room, celebrating, what does that do for the team?
We encourage, hopefully we get the same juice when we continue to go to each practice and go to each game. But we also got to look at the things that we did wrong. We could have been over the hump in this game a long time ago. Maybe in the third quarter, just getting some stops, being better on the offensive end. We had some turnovers, a lot of turnovers in that first half. So we found some good and bad off of it, but we definitely have confidence from that game.
All right, we can move to Zoom, please.
Hey, Brandon. Will kind of took one of my questions, but what was the locker room like when you guys got in there and when Devonte kind of came in?
Well, he rushed to the locker room after he hit the shot. So when I came back, it was already ice all over my clothes and ice all over his stuff. We was just beside each other in the locker room, and everyone was just congratulating him. I think the good thing about this team is everybody congratulates each other's success, and that's why I like this team.
Brandon, Willie said he has, you guys have a play for, those end of game situations. You guys need a bucket full court like that. Were you running the play? Could you even tell were you still shell shocked? Just what was happening there?
Well, personally, I was still shell shocked after Shea had hit that 3-pointer at the end of the game, but Devonte stayed locked in, Josh Hart stayed locked in, and we do have a play at the end of the game where we do exactly what he did, and he just made a hell of a shot.
Brandon, great game first of all. What it means that win and the way that we won tonight, and how big for you is to share the cup with and the leadership with Devonte this season?
I mean, every win means a lot. We definitely always want to be in the win column every single night that we step on the basketball floor. I think Devonte has done a good job of coming in each game and just being our point guard. You know, he has to get us in sets every single night. He has to come down and guard the other point guard and make sure he stays in front and does his best at that. So he's gotten better each and every game. Of course, we all have new guys, so we're getting to know each other each and every game, and our execution's getting better on the offense and defensive end. So he's a big part of what we're doing.
All right, thanks, Peter.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Nice.
Recording in progress.
Nice.
You've seen a lot of great basketball, JV. Where does this buzzer-beating Hail Mary rank
Well,
in your career?
I don't know. I can't put it in my head now. Yeah, I gotta come back home and do all my, top moments. Well, I seen some, but this one was crazy. 2 in a row. They made a tough shot. We made even tougher. I tell you, it was unbelievable. He did it before one time and this season, and he did it again. So we expect to do the same thing next game too.
The bar's pretty high now. What
Yeah.
was going through your mind when you saw him go up and take the shot?
Well, you're always looking. There is some chance that's gonna go in. That happened today. We can't expect that every game, but that's the basketball god's treatment. So that was great.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't perfect, but how meaningful was it for you guys to really close out a game that really came down to the final few minutes? You guys haven't always had success this season in those situations, but to come out tonight and get the win.
I think second half was way better than the first half. First half we were struggling defensively, giving up the easy baskets. Second half we kind of lock in on defensive end. That led us to better offense. When we do that, it's easy to play. When you get a stop, fast break is the best play you can get on the court offensively. So, we just executed real good on defense.
And just, how big was BI down the stretch for you guys? Hitting a bunch of big buckets, give you the lead, and then, to close it out.
Well, we can count on him. He knows what he's doing. He has experience closing up the games, so we count on him. We all working for him to lead us, and I said many times, he's not just making a basket, he's picking with the pass as well, so expect nothing less from him.
You got some Zoom questions?
I'm right here.
Hey, JV, just how important was it for you to kind of set the tone early in that fourth quarter when I think they had a momentum changing kind of three at the end of the third, and then I think you were really kind of dominating on the boards and on the glass there to kind of get the fourth quarter started?
fourth quarter, first quarter, no matter. You know, you got to play 48 minutes to get a W. So, yeah, that happened. Started the fourth quarter, but you know, I'm trying to do that as much as I can.
Hey, Jonas, great game first of all. Those type of
Thank
wins,
you.
what it means, what represents about your character as a team.
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, now I do.
Okay. Those type of wins, what it means for you and what represents about your character as a team.
Oh, that I think that builds our chemistry. You know, tough ones like this. It's when you succeed. It just builds your character as a team. You know, brings that togetherness. You know, it sucks losing like that, but it's the opposite. You know, if you win, you know, you get like kind of booster. You know, so. We just got to build on that, and you know, now we got tough one coming up. So, you know, build on this, learn from the mistakes, and look at the positives as well.
Your view of the first Devonte winner was from the ground. Did you have a better view of this game winner?
Yeah, I was on a bench. Well, actually, the first one was a pretty good view as well. So I saw it right there.
Thanks, JD.
Thank you.